Once upon a time, there lived a samurai. He was not just any samurai, he was proud and brash, with a sword as sharp as his tongue. One fateful day, driven by curiosity or perhaps arrogance, he sought out a Zen master known for his wisdom and serenity. With impatience boiling in his veins, the samurai barged into the presence of the master, who sat in tranquil meditation under the shade of an ancient tree. Without a hint of respect, the samurai asked from the Zen master, "Tell me the nature of heaven and hell," his voice echoing through the stillness like thunder in a silent night. The Zen master, undisturbed by the intrusion, slowly opened one eye and gazed upon the samurai with a mixture of amusement and disappointment. With a voice as soft as the breeze, he replied, "Why should I answer to a shabby, disgusting, despondent slob like you? A worm like you? Do you think I should tell you anything? I can't stand you. Get out of my sight. I have no time for silly questions." But the samurai, fueled by his own pride and anger, could not bear these insults by the master. Enraged by the perceived insult, he drew his sword and held it menacingly at the master's throat, ready to strike down the one who dared to defy him. In that moment, as the cold steel hovered dangerously close, the Zen master spoke again, his voice a whisper of wisdom amidst the storm of emotions. "That," he said, his eyes filled with compassion, "is hell." The samurai, frozen in place, felt a wave of realization wash over him like a cool stream in the heat of summer. He saw with clarity that his own anger, his own ego, had become chains binding him in a prison of suffering. In his fury, he had created his own personal hell, where resentment and hatred reigned supreme. Tears welled up in the samurai's eyes as he lowered his sword, the weight of his actions heavy upon him. With a heart heavy with remorse, he bowed deeply before the Zen master, his pride shattered like fragile glass. And in that moment of humility and surrender, the Zen master smiled gently, his eyes twinkling with understanding. "And that," he whispered, "is heaven." For the samurai had learned the greatest lesson of all, that true peace and enlightenment can only be found when one lets go of anger and ego, and embraces humility and compassion. And so, with a newfound sense of clarity and purpose, the samurai embarked on a journey of self-discovery, guided by the timeless wisdom of the Zen teachings.